Hi people, it's me Anja, my pronouns all she and her, and welcome back to my channel for part 13 of my favorite Sapphic books with Sapphic main characters in honor of Women's History Month. Because if you didn't know, Sapphic is an umbrella term for women-loving women, which includes non-binary people. So without any further ado, the first book on this list is called Sweet and Bitter Magic. This story is a YA fantasy following two Sapphic characters as they strike a dangerous bargain to save their queendom. This story is absolutely so fantastic, and I really enjoyed it, and it really amplified my expectations for the author's next Sapphic YA fantasy, which I believe is called The Third Daughter, and it comes out July 18th of this year, and I'm absolutely so excited for it. But anyway, this book was so good. First of all, the world building was so magical and so intriguing. The plot was so engaging and absolutely so captivating. The characters individually were so well developed and so distinct. Their Sapphic slow burn romance was so cute and absolutely so well paced. The story is absolutely so fantastic, and I really enjoyed it, and it's so underrated. So anyway, with all of that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called We Deserve Monuments. This story is a YA contemporary following a young black pansexual main character as she's navigating a new romance, family dynamics, and a mystery surrounding the town's history as well as generational trauma. This story is absolutely so fantastic, and it's so wonderful. And I know I've talked about this book multiple times since it was one of my favorites last year, but this book is absolutely so good, and it's so awesome, and it's definitely like worth remembering and worth talking about, and it's so underrated as well. First of all, the plot is so intriguing and so engaging. The mystery was so captivating. I loved the family dynamics so much. Literally, they felt so authentic and so well done. The Sapphic romance was so cute and so well paced. The characters were so well developed and so distinct, and each one of them felt so authentic and so well done. Even like all of the villainous characters as well, you know what I mean? This story is so good, and it deserves all of its hype and so much more. So with all that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called A Million to One. This story, if you didn't know, is a YA historical fiction Sapphic heist on the Titanic. This story is absolutely so excellent, and it's so well done, and I really enjoyed it, and it's definitely my favorite by this author, and I'm so excited for the next book, which I believe is called The Dew and Donuts of Love, and it's based on a baking reality TV show, if I'm not mistaken, and I think it comes out in June. But anyway, this book was so good. It was absolutely so awesome. First of all, the four main characters were all so well developed and so distinct, and I loved the group dynamics so much. Second of all, the Sapphic romance was so cute and so well paced. The plot was so intriguing and so engaging, and even though I already know the historical elements of the Titanic, the plot didn't really feel predictable to me at all, and the story was so immersive and so well done. I don't think I've ever read a Titanic story starring people of color, so reading this story was literally so insightful, and it was so well done because I loved how all of the different perspectives weaved so well together. You know what I mean? This book is so good, and it's so rich in its characters because, like I said, they were so each well developed and distinct. This book is so well done. I love their friendship so much. Anyway, all that to say, this book is absolutely so amazing, and it's worth all of its hype and so much more. So with all that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Beetle and the Hollowbones. This story is a YA graphic novel following a young Sapphic goblin trying to save her best friend from a haunted mall. This story is absolutely so fantastic, and it's so good. First of all, the illustrations were so stunning and absolutely so beautiful. They really made the story so much more immersive than it already was. The plot was so engaging and so intriguing. The characters were so well developed and so distinct. The Sapphic romance was so cute and absolutely so lovely and so well paced. This story deserves all of its hype and so much more. And I'm so excited to see what the author as well as the illustrator have next, because literally the story was so good and it was so well done. I was literally so immersed by it, not just by the illustrations, because I'm always initially drawn in by the art of a graphic novel, but then I stay for the story as well. You know what I mean? Anyway, I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but basically the story was so well done and it was so amazing. So anyway, with all that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Bruised. This story is a YA contemporary following a young Sri Lankan Sapphic main character as she navigates a new roller derby team. This story is absolutely so good, and also before I begin, there is a trigger warning on the story for self-harm, so if that is triggering to you, I would recommend avoiding this book. But anyway, this book is absolutely so good and I really enjoyed it. First of all, I really appreciated the main character's development because I grew to like her over time. Not that I disliked her necessarily in the beginning, but before I understood her motivations and her background and everything, I was a little hesitant. But overall, I really enjoyed and appreciated her character development. The Sapphic romance as well was so cute and it was so well paced. The plot was so intriguing and so engaging. The roller derby elements were so well researched and so vivid. This book is absolutely so fantastic and I really enjoyed it. But again, please keep in mind the trigger warning on this book for self-harm if that is something that is triggering to you. But without any further ado, I would highly recommend this book. The next book on this list is called Friday, I'm in Love. For those who don't know, because I have talked about this book previously in my favorite Black YA contemporaries part 4, as well as part 2 of my favorite Black Sapphic books. This book is a YA contemporary following a young Black bisexual main character as she plans a coming out party. This book is absolutely so fantastic and it's so good. First of all, the plot was so intriguing and absolutely so engaging. The characters were so well developed and so distinct. The Sapphic romance was so cute, so well paced, and absolutely so lovely because their connection and chemistry felt so authentic and literally so well done. The family dynamics as well as the friendships were so lovely and so wonderful, and they each felt so authentic and so well done. I don't really know if that makes any sense at all, but basically this book was so good and I really enjoyed it, especially since it was such a lovely, happy, joyful, like silly, goofy type of book. So if you're looking for something that meets those vibes, I would definitely highly recommend it. The queer representation was so spot on and so wonderful. So anyway, all that to say, this book is absolutely so awesome and I would definitely highly recommend it. The penultimate book on this list is called Echo After Echo. This story is a YA contemporary following a young bisexual Jewish main character as she navigates death, love, and theater. This story is absolutely so fantastic and it's so well done. First of all, the writing was so captivating and so lyrical. The story and the mystery were so well done and so well paced. The plot was so intriguing and so engaging. The Sapphic romance was so pretty and so cute and based on like real connection and real chemistry. This book is absolutely so fantastic and I really enjoyed it. The Jewish representation as well as the queer representation felt so wonderful and so lovely. This book is absolutely so underrated and it deserves so much more hype, which I know I say all the time about so many books, but this book is so good and it's absolutely so well done. So anyway, all that to say, this book is absolutely so lyrical and it's so pretty and it's so well developed in every single element. So with that said, I would highly recommend it. The last book on this list, and certainly not the least, is called Cheer Up, Love and Pom-Poms. This story is a YA contemporary graphic novel following two queer Sapphic main characters on a new cheerleading team. This story is absolutely so fantastic and it's so well done. First of all, the queer representation was so lovely and so well done. One of the main characters is a transgender woman and the trans representation was so great and so well done. The Sapphic romance was so cute and it was so well paced and I really enjoyed it. The plot was so intriguing and so engaging. The characters were so well developed and so distinct. Literally, this book is so good and it's absolutely so awesome. The illustrations were so stunning and really made the story so much more immersive and more like vibrant and well done. Whenever I start a new graphic novel, I'm always afraid that I'm going to enjoy the illustrations and the art more than the actual story, you know what I mean? but with this book, I enjoyed both the story and the characters, as well as the beautiful illustrations. This book is absolutely so fantastic, and it deserves all of its hype and so much more. So with all that said, I would definitely highly, highly recommend it. So in conclusion, happy Women's History Month to everybody who celebrates. I hope that this video helps diversify your bookshelf, since this video is a part 13 to my favorite Sapphic books with Sapphic main characters. In case you haven't seen my previous 12 videos, I have linked in the description box below the playlist to all of my previous Sapphic book recommendation videos in case you want more recommendations. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the snowman emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!